And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Set 15 line. 15 line. Cut.
Now movement already. So a flag down here on our very first play. Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Set 50 plant.
Watch tight end. Four down.
Play. Ready.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Christian Wilkins busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles Harris in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mark that down as a punt return of 78 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they were going to get excellent field position either way. They had pinned them deep, but that's even better.
So in other words, being comfortable with field position, that was going to be okay. But sometimes being greedy is the right way to go. And boy, they take it all the way back, put it in the end zone. A great way to get started for them.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This fielded at the 2. They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Jones, operating from the gun. That's caught. It's Coleman. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. On 4th down, Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it.
Here we go, set. 60 outlaw.
4 down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. But it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, 4 down.
Get it.
To throw again. Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Get him, boy.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Strong right. 4 down. Check. 30
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And Ingram hauls it in. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Let's go now. 10-2 soft.
I'm coming after you.
Ready?
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Balazs. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rosen. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Rosen. And it's caught by Parker. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Hey, quarter.
Sponge, sponge.
80. Protein spill.
So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
He's crashing.
Name on that. Quarter.
And now it's Rosen looking. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down and 15 yards to go.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
One.
Slam, slam, slam. Watch the signal.
Alert.
Balazs. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Oh, Rosen is stripped of the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Got it.
Hey, tight. Check, tight right.
Hey, Haywood. Got
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Now Jones, operating from the gun. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
on the set.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Big grip.
They'll run with Barkley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
We got 4.
Get up.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Set up. 15, Lonnie. 15 line.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They go.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 49 yards on the ground.
Giants, first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Check.
Coming. Let's go.
Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
I know he might be a little winded after that previous long run, but now you're in goal-to-goal situation. That changes what you do defensively, and it worked for them on that play.
Maybe trying to reward him after that long run. We'll see if they go back to him again on the ground. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Throwing, Jones. He'll buy some time right. That's into the hands of the tight end, Ellison. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal.
Here I come. Check 3, check.
Look, squeeze.
Here's Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Giants have taken the lead. Roses to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Roses on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Everyone got 4 down.
The play fake to Balaj. Now Rosen. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Ronald Blair making that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
31's the mic. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Down. 90 Wolf.
Here we go. Here we go.
Check 13. Check 13. Ready.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
Hey, Alpha.
Let's bring it.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
4 down. Even.
Ready, go. On the spot.
From the gun, Jones. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Rosas' kick is good. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check.
Rosen off the play action. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He's going to float this one deep right, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by K'Von Webster. That potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this 1st half.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 30.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, 2nd half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is in. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Rosen. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 21 yards there on third down. With Devontae Parker, there was quite a bit of chatter in the offseason that the Dolphins might not pick up his fifth-year option, but they did. And one man who's certainly happy with that, quarterback Josh Rosen. It's a guy that Brian Flores, head coach in Miami, wants around and in that locker room.
Check. 80. Check hot route. Hot. Check 37. Check.
They run it with Balaj. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action here with Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ronald Blair in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
31's the mic.
3rd and long here for Rosen. And Wilson has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Balaj. Tackle made by Antoine Bethea.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hey, alert!
On 2nd and 7, Rosen. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Middle.
Check nickel.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And now it's 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Tight right.
Well, a design run for their wideout. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Rosa, and he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Right.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Broken tackle. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards there and a first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. They'll run on first down. Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Ready.
Go! All day, every day, any day. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Topper!
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Ready, set.
all day,
That's the end
baby.
of the
Let's
third
go.
quarter.
Let's
With
go.
the score, Giants 17, Dolphins 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare.
General West.
This is Barkley. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong. I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive.
Set. 8. Read.
Team, we got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Shift. Watch the shift.
Greystone travel.
The mic. Let's go, D.
Ready, ready.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
You draw Corker.
Kill.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, push their backs clearly against the wall.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, we are.
They'll run here with the line. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Kayvon Webster there to make the tackle.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
4 down.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line.
First down.
Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
Touchdown, Miami. The kicker on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. We got 4. We got 2.
They'll go to Barkley again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go. 31's the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Big ripper. Big ripper.
Here's Jones operating from the gun. And a Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Charles Harris. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Ryan Allen now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Monday.
From the 27, Rosen. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Eric Berry, the safety, comes flying in for the sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Dexter Lawrence in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Quit talking about it and bring it. 31's the mic.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Alert, alert, alert. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Back to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield now, here's Rosen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was looking for Parker that time, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Hey, echo.
41's the mic. 41's the mic.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
One final shot here for Rosen. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Well, we were on hand. Entertaining game here coming down.